First off, your work is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
The image you showed of your son that you created the outline of, do you keep every piece of nature that you find, or was that just a day of searching?
Well, I had all that. I'm a minimalist, except in my back room of my basement. That's all I'll say. Yeah, no, I kind of looks like a natural history museum in my house right now, in the basement. I kind of like it. I have collections of feathers now and nests. I don't collect it. I don't keep everything, but I have a collection of nests. I have a collection of beach rocks, shells, feathers, and seed pods. I really like seed pods. So I collect the things I like, and the rest I photograph and return to the woods. But I was able to fill him in with my own collections that day.
So you've had some collaborations with Target and West Elm, but I'm curious, what is like the most rewarding thing about this that you're doing? Is it more personal, or is it that you've reached on this
personal.
level?
Yeah, the Target and West Elm was fun, but I would not still be doing this if it was just for that. I'm doing it every day, and I continue to do it this year in year 6 because it's become a lifestyle. It's a form of deep play, so it's sort of like meditation or yoga. It's a form of deep play for me, and it became a lifestyle for our family. I can tell you now the very day in March when the sap starts to run, because I will see that the buds start swelling, and it just, that kind of being present is so rewarding, and I don't want to lose it, so I don't stop. I'm afraid to stop doing it. I'll be the crazy lady with 12,000 images in a few years. So I don't want to stop. It's so rewarding to be that attentive and that present.
Thank you.
Hi. You mentioned that the first winter was really tough, but now winters are your favorite. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering if you could expand on kind of that transition, or what changed, or how you ended up loving winter.
Yeah, I actually, I love winter because I like that very spare minimalist aesthetic. So it's still tough. It really, what was it, a couple years ago when we had the polar vortex? And there was like 3 feet of snow on everything. Like, I could find nothing that, just the little twigs that stuck up out of the snow. But I really like finding one brown leaf that is a nice shape and doing that. So it's just partly it's my aesthetic. It is tougher. I find fall is so easy, but for me, it's a little garish. It's like, it's so bright out here. It's like, if I more jewel-toned leaves, But I do it because I want the blog to be seasonal. So I do the fall colors. But when it gets to November, it's like, I can breathe again. So it's just my personal aesthetic.
Mary Jo, what about the collages and the textures and all the journals? Do you fit that in on top of this?
The collage, the interesting thing, I'm glad you asked this question, because the dailiness is, if anything, that's the genius of this project, in that it was scoped to be non-disruptive to my life, and that's why I can still be doing it 8 years later. So I added collages this year because I've always liked the art form, and I used to dabble with it in my journals, and it's hard, and I'm not keeping up. Like, if I had started with that, it wouldn't still be here, and Target would have never seen my work, and West Elm would have never seen my work. I'm doing the collages. I love what I'm creating. I can't keep up at one a day. I'm falling behind. I have a little bit of a platform now, so people are seeing them. I just sold some collages to an interior designer in New York City, which is really fun. So they're getting, but again, like, if that was too ambitious. So if you're going to try something like this, make sure you scale your project so that it fits in, that it doesn't disrupt your lifestyle. It has to fit in, otherwise the daily repetition will be too difficult. But does it inform? I don't know. I think, like, the collage work is a little bit separate, although composition is composition. I mean, that informs for sure. And I already have some collages that I like so much that I can't wait to move them to large-scale canvases next year. And it's arbitrary, but on January 1st, right? So like, this year I'm a collage artist, but next year I'm gonna be a painter, because I already have like 3 of the collages that I wanna do large scale. So, but the composition is the skill, I think, that gets carried.
Are there days that it feels like a slog?
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
What do
my
you do
gosh.
then?
So I've never missed a day, but, life does happen. And so I have a little folder in the corner of my iMac desktop. It says, in case of emergency. And what it really is images I've tried to take that they don't meet my standard, right? I've already photographed them. I've already brightened the background to bright white. And I just like, meh. So I put them over there. And then if a day gets away from me and I don't get home before the sun sets, which happens once in a while, and it just happened 2 days ago, then I go in that folder and post something. And the blog is very minimal. You land on just the image, but there is a little button in the lower corner that has some text. So I tell a little story with each image, and I will say, sorry guys, I'm phoning this one in. So that happens, but I don't want to miss a day. I'm kind of afraid now to miss a day. I'm not really superstitious, but I think once I do, I will give my permission to do it more often. And so I've never missed a day. So I will post a so-so photo with an explanation rather than miss a day. All right, thank you.